All right. The next person actually came to us, I believe, from Richmond. Sookyung Oh is a policy analyst with the Institute and a state policy fellow, a new initiative that supports an emerging generation of leaders in shaping state policies and fiscal choices that affect disadvantaged families and communities. Prior to joining the Institute, Sookyung managed organizing and advocacy campaigns on national immigration reform, and also served as a research assistant at the Institute for National Security and Counterterrorism, and worked in a variety of various community-based organizations in Philadelphia to improve access to health care and other social programs. She has served on the board of the Pennsylvania Immigration and Citizenship Coalition, and as a grant reviewer for the Philadelphia Cultural Fund. She graduated with honors with the VEA in Political Science from the University of Pennsylvania, where she was a Gates Millennium Scholar and a University Scholar, and holds a Master's in Public Administration from the Maxwell School, Syracuse University. So come on down, Sookyung.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. And the drive down from Richmond, this is completely worth it. Thank you so much for all being here this morning. My name is Sookyung Oh. I'm a policy analyst at the Commonwealth Institute for Fiscal Analysis. You know, our goal is to improve tax policy and budget debates by uplifting the policy impacts of what, they're trying to do in Richmond on low and moderate income folks. And thanks to the VEA for inviting us here today to share our analysis so that you have the facts by your side. I'd like to take a moment to talk about two very important issues that we all care about. One, the inadequacy of public education funding in all of the budget proposals. And two, the great harm that the pension proposals pose. First, let's look at the funding. Because no matter how you slice it, all of the budget proposals, they don't go far enough to give every child here in Virginia a fair shot at the best possible education. Because don't we want tomorrow's innovators and entrepreneurs to be Virginians? Woo! Well, too many Virginia lawmakers think that we're going to get there by overcrowding our classrooms and shrinking the resources available to our students. If you look at all the budget proposals, they have funding levels that are $400 million below what we spent in 2007. So do you know what that means? That means that in 2014, we'll be spending 10% less than we did in 2007 per pupil. And those same policymakers, they are ignoring two key facts. One, inflation. Two, enrollment. Because we all know that $1 today does not go as far as $1 did yesterday. And it takes $1.14, for example, to provide what $1 used to in 2007. Yet, the budget proposals ignore inflation. They ignore the rising cost of everything that we have to deal with, from technology to heating oil to textbooks. And on top of the inflation, the fact is there are 31,000 more students in your classrooms than there were 5 years ago. So when you consider those two key facts together, inflation and enrollment, the real spending gap that our analysis shows is $1.5 billion. Oh my God. So now let's turn our attention to these pension proposals. I know we're hearing a lot about that. But we believe that the core of education is teaching and learning. That teaching-learning connection works best when schools have passionate and effective teachers like you working with students every day. And what these pension proposals do is threaten that very connection. They think they'll still be able to attract and retain the best and brightest with their changes. But we know that they're wrong. The state's own experts have found that what drives the state's ability to recruit and retain teachers and other public employees is the overall benefits package. Because we all know it's not the salaries. The average Virginia teacher salary in 2010 was about $50,000. That's $5,200 less than the national average. And if you take the average of the other mid-Atlantic states, that's almost $4,700 less. They think that these reforms are going to help bring the Virginia retirement system back to financial solvency. But we know that what they're doing actually is banking any savings to the state at your expense. The proposals, they include reducing the benefits of current and future employees, or they hope that you will take the least advantage of your hard-earned benefits by setting less money aside. Plus, the setup costs for these systems, which would be completely new to Virginia, would be very high, and the state's own fiscal impact statements don't even begin to estimate what they would be. It's just significant. What's that? Whatever that means, significant. So whatever happens, at the end of the day, what this means for you is that teachers will have less to draw upon during your retirement. And they think that they're going to get away with these proposals. But we know that in other states, monkeying around with the benefits of current employees prompted lawsuits. So the bottom line here today is that education budgets are inadequate, and the pension bills will undermine our state's ability to have quality teachers. So the need for action could not be clearer. They think that we don't know what's going on, but they're dead wrong. So thank you so much for being here today, sharing your energy, and thank you for your service.
All right, we're going to have a little bit more. Thank you. That was worth the trip, huh? Glad she came. Thank you.